In the course, dear friends, in the course of the launching and more importantly, the implementation of the AFCFTA, we need to pay attention to some parallel issues, some related issues that really need to be addressed in order to have a seamless implementation, a smooth implementation that will really be achieving the goals and the ambition that have been set forth under this African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA. And paramount to those issues is the issue of investment. Investment and trade are intrinsically linked. Investment and trade are intertwined. Investment and trade are complementary. The investment and trade are mutually supportive, and it has to be done in a way, implemented in a way that really this conduciveness would really create the value addition, will create the level playing field for the AFCFTA to really prosper and to benefit and impact fully and positively population and all the stakeholders. In this context, we need to address the issue of the international governance of investment. Africa is faced with a very troubling dynamic about investment. First, we receive the list of investment around the world, but also, and contrary to that, we face the most dispute settlement, in particular under the ICSID Convention, the New York Convention on the dispute settlement on investment. And also the third element, the backdrop of this is that investment that we receive, the majority of those are geared onto the mineral resources, the agricultural resources, extractive resources, those that don't per se create the necessary value addition and that do not position our countries in the world value chain that will allow for a sustainable development. So we need to address this, and luckily the good news is that in the course of the launching of the AFCFTA, there is a declaration on the dispute settlement issues between investors and states, the ISDS, Investment State Dispute Settlement. That is a very hot, a very core issue, fully and mainly debated in all the international fora and all the regional fora about investment. And the declaration adopted by the head of states and government in conjunction with the launching of the AFCFTA is really a key component of Africa positioning itself, of Africa claiming its role, of Africa playing its share in terms of the reshaping of the international governance on investment, in order really to make sure that trade is conducive to investment and that investment is mutually conducive to trade, and that those two elements really are the green element, are the ingredient, the positive ingredient that will generate prosperity, that will generate development under the AFCFTA. And the other good news also is that there are the same way that there are experiences around the world about reforming the international structure, the international governance of investment. We have also done, I would say, a bold step, even advanced step in terms of investment. And I would like to cite the adoption on December 22nd, December 2018, of the Regional Investment Code of ECOWAS. And that regional code is really addressing many, if not all, the issues that have been on hot seats, I would say, on the spotlight about the reforming of the international governance on investment. and we need to make sure that those will not be lost in the course of the negotiation, in the course of the implementation, in order really to make sure that Africa regain its policy space, that Africa really be put at the center of all the reforming of that. And luckily, the other good news also is that this regional investment code from ECOWAS is the basis, is the backbone for the draft protocol on investment under the AFCFTA. As you know, we have the phase 1 on goods and services, which has been already concluded, pending some issues on rules of origin and other institutional issues. But we have the first phase, and then we have the second phase on investment, on competition, on intellectual property, and on electronic commerce, e-commerce. And luckily, the backbone of the draft protocol under the AFCFTA on investment is largely inspired really from the ECOWAS regional code on investment, and would like to make sure that these constitute a core element of whatever position Africa will have, not only under the AFCFTA but around the world in terms of reforming the investment dispute settlement among investor and state.